Just imagine risking your life, your dignity, and even your freedom just to chase a better life outside Nigeria, only to be flown back home empty-handed, and sometimes even with just only nylon bag. That's what happened recently when 104 Nigerians were returned from Algeria. It was through a program meant to bring stranded migrants back home to Nigeria. But the big question remains, why are people still fleeing to Obodo? And what happened when they return back home in Nigeria? Will the government take good care of them? Today, we're going to dive deep into these powerful and emotional stories. This story now is not just a news at all. This is the reality many Africans are facing for Obodo. This incident happened on June 30th, 2025. About 104 Nigerians, they returned home all the way from Algeria. They landed at Muritala Mohammed International Airport in Lagos around 1:50 p.m. That was in the afternoon. The flight was operated by Air Algeria. This flight wasn't a normal flight at all. It was a chartered flight, and also it was part of the assisted voluntary return programs coordinated by the International Organization for Migration in partnership with the Nigerian government. Among the returnees were 80 adult males, 40 adult females, 2 boys, 5 girls, and 3 infants. But as soon as they landed, like this, they were registered by the immigration officers who were waiting for them on the ground. NEMA was also there. That is the National Emergency Management Agency, was fully on ground. What did they do? They provided food, water, medical checks, and even ambulance services. Do you know that some of the returnees, they don't even have any luggage at all? They only carry them the way they met them, the way they saw them there in Algeria, and they were returned back to Nigeria just solo like that. They look very, very weak, tired, and even traumatized. But still, the goal was clear: to return them home with dignity. One NEMA officer said, "This comprehensive support ensure a dignified and a safe return back to Nigeria." Now, let's pause for a moment here. Why did they leave Nigeria in the first place? Most of them were on a dangerous route to Europe, whereby people will cajole them. They will toss-beam their brain that Europe is just around the corner there. Then they have to cross through Niger. They have to cross through Algeria. And even they have to even go through Libya just for them to be able to want to cross to Europe. This is not a luxury vacation at all. We are talking about brutal desert, human trafficking. Even they will beat them. Also, they will even arrest them. And sometimes, some of them, they will buy them. These smugglers, they will promise them job and also a better life. And sometimes they will use it also to cajole them to be able to enter our men or enter our women. Some people, before they left Nigeria, they sold their land. They sold their father's property. The inheritance as well, they disposed it just to be able to do what? To cross to Obodo. Some even borrowed money. Some even use their family's life saving. They use it, they put everything together just to be able to cross to abroad. And only for them to be arrested when they got to Algeria. And they locked them up in detention centers. This incident isn't a wartime event at all. Just 12 days before, that is on June 18, 147 Nigerians were also flown back from Agadez, Niger Republic. And their stories? Almost the same. Over the years, thousands have been returned from Libya, from Mali, from Tunisia, from Morocco, and even from Saudi Arabia. But people don't even get to hear much about them. Only the people that were being returned either from America, not from Europe or from Canada, that the news is everywhere. So the IOM partners with NEMA, immigration, and even others to offer reintegration help to them. And what could that be? This could be a kind of skill training therapy or even a small business grant given to them. But not every one of them get that help. It's just few amongst them. The luckiest one among them will get all those goody that were prepared for them. And even when they do, it doesn't even always change their life overnight. Let's talk about the shame that involved when they return back to Nigeria. Many returnees avoid going back to their villages. Why? They fear being mocked. They fear being judged one way or the other, because people, they always look at you like, wow, you've returned from Obodo Oyibo, so they expect much from you, because they left with promises and they came back empty. And sadly, this same shame pushes some of them to even want to try again and again and again, to want to try to go back, because they see themselves back in Nigeria as a failure. But we can't just blame the migrant. The truth is, Nigeria's economy is pushing people out of Nigeria. There are no jobs. There's insecurity. Electricity is unstable. Schools and hospitals are struggling in Nigeria. A 2023 Afrobarometer survey shows that 52% of Nigerians will leave the country if they had the chance to japa. And for many Nigerians, irregular migration seems to be the better option for them. And that is even the only option that they want to put there, they want to try. If it's going to cost them their life, they don't mind. The important thing is, I'm out of Nigeria. Don't you see? People are running to Ghana. People are running to South Africa. And still, South Africa are saying Nigeria must go. Ghanaians are saying Nigeria must go. Americans are saying Nigeria must go. Even UK are even saying Nigeria must go. Haven't you heard our sister, Auntie Kemi? Even say, you know what? It's going to be difficult for Nigeria, for them to get some kind of permanent whatever there in the UK. Everybody now are targeting Nigeria. Nigeria must go back. It's high time we also make our country to be the best, so that we will not have any cause of running out of Nigeria. So what can we do about all this? It's not enough to fly people back to Nigeria. Our government is not, that is not the pabambari at all. The Nigerian government needs to invest more in the youth. That means real jobs need to be provided. And also reskill training. They need to train all the youths in Nigeria for them to have real skill. Real empowerment is also very, very necessary. Not for them to go and give them some kind of clay pot and says, yeah, this is empowerment. Or to go and give them wheelbarrow and you're telling me that that is empowerment. No, real empowerment that will sustain them at least for the rest of their life. And there has to be more awareness that going to abroad is not the option. And that smugglers, that they lie. And traffickers, they also exploit them. And that many people die in silence in the desert or at the sea. Please, if you know someone who is planning to japa illegally, talk to them. Let them have a rethink. Wherever they want to go, they should make sure that that place is sustainable. Please, share this video with them, because some lives might be saved and they might even have a rethink, and encourage them to explore the legal option. Either student visa, work permit, or even entrepreneurship here at home in Nigeria. Please, so you people are not alone. There is help available if you want to. Don't just give up like that. Not at all. This story of these 104 Nigerians is more than the headline. It's a cry for help. It's a symbol of the desperation many of our brothers and sisters are facing for Obodo Oyibo. And it's a call to all of us to do what? To do better. Because no Nigerian should have to risk death just to chase dignity. This very story, Gogo, right? It teaches us that the grass isn't always greener, especially when the road is illegal. And it also reminds us, fixing Nigeria is not just government work. It starts with all of us, raising awareness, supporting each other, and even building hope. Drop your thought in the comment. Do you think enough is being done to stop unsafe migration? Thanks for watching African Black Gold TV. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to African Black Gold TV.